Hey friends, on today's video I'll be working on the door handle, which is a common problem on these E53 BMWs because of the design. So you can see the door is not open. If I yank it, it will open, but if it's pulling it, it's not open. Like for example, in comparison, nice and easy. So these doors have a tendency to break. There's a little part that's bad design and it will break. This is the second time I'm replacing it in about 2 years. So this time I'm making a video of it. And part of the problem is because people usually open it just like other cars, but you're supposed to just lift it. So I like going under here, but sometimes over time it's still gonna wear out. So today I'll be disassembling the interior of the door. One there. I'll take that apart and I'll remove the locking mechanism and remove the door handle. So I've got a bunch of stuff on my table. You don't necessarily need all of this, but I have. What you'll definitely need is this part. This is the door handle. This is the mechanism. So order a nice genuine part if you can. This is Feviblistine, or however you pronounce that. So this is a good part. This should last a bit longer than the others, like URO parts or something. So what usually tends to happen is you see that little brace there. That's what usually breaks. This right there. So that little piece, it starts to wear out. So that's the part that gets pulled, and eventually this mechanism here that's like kind of flush in there right now, the one there, starts to pop out, and then all of a sudden it can't open anymore. So mine, it's not fully broken, but I'm sure it's not the way it should look. Now when you disassemble the door cover, there's going to be an airbag that's just behind this. You will have to disconnect the airbag. So before you do that, make sure you turn off your battery. So disconnect the negative terminal of your battery so that you don't have warnings. And before you disconnect your battery, you're going to want to turn on your car and close your window. Why? Because when you're working in there, you're going to need the space to take it out. So you don't want the window taking up the space. So roll your windows up, turn your car off, make sure doors are unlocked. I usually leave the other windows open, and I'm going to take the battery terminal off, the negative one. Your battery is just in the trunk of your car, just underneath the spare tire. Oh, that's your battery right there, another 10mm terminal. There you go. Battery's disconnected. With the battery out, now I can start disassembling everything you see inside the door. First piece to remove is this trim here. So I'll put this in there, kind of give it a shot. Should just pop, but be careful. Use non-marring. This is a nice wood grain finish. And once it's out, fully comes out, there's a few tabs that put it together. Okay, that one is out. Airbag trim. This comes out. Airbag trim is out. And then I'll actually do the bolts first. So one, there's a second bolt in there, another bolt in here, so 3 of them, and 4 So 4 bolts on each one, and these ones are T20 bolts. Next, I bring my T20 set. It's going to be a torque set, and then a T20 will do. Sure, move this window switch cluster. Comes out like so. So once you take out the window cluster, there's 3 tabs. So for this one, push it back, and then this just kind of slightly removes. So with this one, kind of pull it out. Maybe it's easier to use something like this. That gets in, pulls it out. That's the locking tab, so that's off. Once you slide that, flip that tab switch, just like so. There we go. So now all of that is out. your main cluster is out. After doing the window cluster, removing that, then you come here, there's the one bottom light here. So I'll get my non-marrying tool up in there, and then this comes out, and you can see there's also a connector there. Okay, light is out. Next I'll just keep working around the door. There's one top here. Okay. So now slide it out like that. This is going to be the door lock mechanism here from the inside, the door handle. So for that one, you just simply slide it out. So this is the door handle mechanism from the interior. So the way this attaches is, you can see there's a little bar in there in the middle that goes on and clips just in there. So all you have to do is keep it closed, and then you slide it forward and that should pop off. Okay, so now the door panel is off. Put that somewhere safe. Next, let's take off the airbag, which is why we turned off the battery, disconnected it. It's a 10mm socket. I'll be very careful with this, because you don't have to pop off during removal or put it out. So make sure you take it off, doesn't fall. So that's when the airbag is going to go. And this also has a connector on it, of course. The connector is right there. Kind of pull it out just like that. Just kind of wedge it in and pull it. So that's my airbag. Now when I put this down, I'm going to put it face up, because in case it deploys, I don't want it to spring up and hit something. The last piece of trim that needs to be removed is on the doors. There we go. Yeah, so this is that piece of trim here. Use a different tool. There we go. So that's another piece that comes out. So once I take that trim off, that means I'm working my way towards opening this lock cylinder. So there's one screw that holds this lock cylinder, and the lift's inside this access hole. 4mm hex. Yes. Okay, now I can start working on the lock cylinder. That should easily come out. Okay, so next you get your 8mm, you put it there. On mine it seems to be spinning with the screw and the nut together, but that means it's not very tight. So I'll put some wedge in there, and then I'll just kind of, there we go. So underneath this weather strip, you come in here, there's one screw here, little Phillips. So that's the one that holds it on the other side. So before I pull out the door handle, I do have to remove this. So here's that little screw. So now I can successfully remove the door handle. Just comes out like that. Gasket also came out. Keep the gasket. This gasket also comes out. Okay. I can remove this. I'll go back in. This holds the door carrier. Alright. There we go, that's out. Next, you're working from the inside. So unfortunately, I'll have to damage some of my weather strip here. Take this out like that, because I need access to get in here. So I'm going to take that off. Maybe tape it so that it doesn't get in my way. So when taking this out, this is the ball joint piece here, this guy. So this one pops in some, there's a little pin, and then this one needs to slide out of that door mechanism. So first I'll pop out the ball joint, this. Okay, there you go, popped off. Then I'll need to slide this out. there it is. That came off. Okay, once you take out the ball joint and that little slip tool, and you just kind of get your hand, push it from where the exterior door handle meets, and then it's a matter of just sliding it out. Be careful, there's a lot of things you don't want to break the way. So here it is, it's out. The infamous BMW E53 door handle. So here's the new one, here's the old one. Now, in my case, that pin is not as bad, but you can hear it. There's a lot of resistance. In the case of the new one, spring is good. In my case, not so much. And usually this is the piece that breaks, and this kind of gets exposed. But when I compare them, they're both in good shapes. The only problem is, I think my seal that covers the door handle is wearing out. So there's a lot of dirt and grime that's accumulating in there, and I think that's what's causing the hesitation or that resistance. So first course of action is loosen this bolt to get it ready to get into the door. Yes, about enough. You start off in this position, go from under this opening, start here. So I'll come like that. Hope you can see that. And now we have the cable here. I'll try to. Yeah, so we have this cable here. Bring it up above the lock mechanism, send it in, and then once that cable is passed, once you get that in, you turn it around. You can use your hand from the other side to kind of guide that cable, and it will go in. So now I just rotated it. Show you how it is. You can see I've just rotated it and I've brought the cable back. So this is that lock pin that kind of gets in the way. So you get the cable above and then you turn it, and then now it's almost in. It's just a little bit of work. Kind of like that. Once this screws out, I'm going to try to tighten it a bit so it doesn't fall out, and I can start working on aligning this edge. So I'll use that opening for that 4mm bolt. Get it close. Yeah. Something like this. So attach these cables. One just pops in there and the other one slides there. Okay, I've placed it there. Now it's a matter of pushing it in. There it is. That cable popped. Now I gotta do the ball end of this. It's almost in there. I think it's in. Yeah. So I'm going to start with putting the gasket in. I cleaned the gasket out. It was kind of dirty, which I think I should perhaps change this gasket. I should buy the part. Okay. Okay, looks good. Okay, door handle is in. I'll do the screw on that side. You gotta put your door handle before you put the lock cylinder. I'm gonna go in there and tighten up. Here I got a airbag cable. Push it through the leather. Okay. Okay. So that little metal clip needs to go into here. Hope you can see that on the video. And then, yeah, once I align that with that, I'll put this in into the door handle. Doors in. Once the car battery is connected, you can put your ignition on, try out the switches, make sure they work, make sure your door locks and unlocks, everything works on my case, so I'll just put everything back together as it was. Locks in there like that. In this trim, there's holes here and they line up right here. There's a few tabs, so line those up. In. There's the light in the bottom. I'll do that after. While you're standing, there's the airbag cover for that screw. There it is. That pops in. And don't forget this one here. Okay. Do a better job. Okay, it's buttoned up. Only thing left is the light cover here in the bottom. There's the cable. Okay. That's them together. Now for the test. Show you guys. No problemo. Nice and easy. Lock. There you go. Let's say I wanted to unlock it using the key. There you go. You saw it pop in and pop out. And if you're ever in a state where your door is broken and you can't get in, if you hold your unlock, it's called comfort mode, it will automatically open the windows of your car. This is one way to get in, and then you can just pop your door open from the inside. So that was it for the door replacement video. Good luck on yours if you ever have to do yours.